So after elections, if no party enjoys majority, then what are the options? This is how I have to say. Then if it has been found that it's, you know that कि the way governors they behave, आपको पता ही अब चल गया है कि how governors behave. So they will try to side with this or that party. This, and they may not take decision. Let's say we'll take this part will deal when we'll take defection. This part will teach in basically elections topic. When we teach elections, there we'll be teaching that. That in election wala part, we'll teach this. Defection wala part, right? So we'll focus on that a bit, and then we'll take next. So let's take the cases that we have. This in 2005, you know that Bihar. You know that after election, no party has enjoyed majority. This after elections, no party enjoyed majority. Yes, governor did not invite any party. Governor did not invite any party. And president rule was declared. Imposed. This. So that way, let's say no party enjoyed majority. Governor did not invite party, and president's rule was imposed. That was declared unconstitutional. बस अब इसमें गवर्नर ने क्यों नहीं इनवाइट किया? इसलिए कि कहीं ना कहीं गवर्नर को जो फेवर देना था, by not inviting any party, he was trying to give favor to a particular party. Right. This because there were three parties: RJD, Nitish Kumar, and Ram Vilas Paswan. This the three parties. So suppose कि you could have invited the largest party, but you did not invite. The non-inviting any party means कि you will impose president's rule, and after some time there will be an election, so another party can benefit. This. So directly or indirectly, this is how it will result. Directly or indirectly. Directly or indirectly, it will happen that someone will benefit. This, so that was the case. Now you know that in this case, it is called Rameshwar Prasad case. Rameshwar Prasad case. And then Supreme Court again reiterated that only the floor is the basis, floor test. Whether, let's say, any party, let's say, has majority or not, how to decide? We should decide by floor test. This. So we should decide it by floor test that way. That is what we can consider this. And then governor was indicted in this case. Now, let's take another case you can talk. So generally we say that 2018, I guess, 1718 Karnataka. Yes, 2017. So Karnataka. This. So in this case, if you talk in 2000, let's say 17 Karnataka, what happens that after elections, there were three parties. So basically parties, let's say we had three parties, A, B and C. This. Now, B and C were trying to form alliance. So they will have clear majority. A was single largest party. A was single largest party. And still, let's say A was single largest, still it needed 9 seats, let's say that. It needed 9 more seats. And there were only 6 independent MLAs. There were 6 independent MLAs. Even if suppose 6 independent MLAs support largest party, it will be still 3 short of majority. But यहाँ पे क्या किया गवर्नर ने? What governor did is, governor invites A to form government. Party A was invited and it was given 15 days. It was given 15 days. That way. So, when it was given 15 days time to prove its majority, it was given 15 days to prove its majority. That way. Then they challenged the matter in courts. Because they were forming alliance. When they are forming alliance, they are having complete majority after elections. And it is a single largest party. It has still 9 short of the seats you can consider. So 6 even if supports, still it will not get that kind of majority. It means that governor should have invited alliance. Now, Supreme Court, what it did is just it reduced that 15 days to, I guess it was 72 hours. The party was given 72 hours to prove its majority, but the party fails to prove majority. Now then they form government. Then B and C form government. Now the B and C were Congress and Janata Dal secular. A was BJP party. So you can see that the governor was trying to give favor to a particular party, you can see. There cannot be let's say wrong calculation. You cannot have wrong calculation or calculation error you can consider. Do you want defection? How the party will bring 9 seats? Are you encouraging defection? After all, अगर ये होता है कि there is one more party and that party has 10-12 seats, so there could have been possibility of a D party supporting A. But when there are only 3 parties and then let's say that there are 6 independent MLAs, it is very obvious that you should have invited B and C rather than A. That way. That is called, let's say, political maturity or lack of wisdom you can consider. Governors playing with like that. Now, year I will not be which year it is, but then it's during the same, let's say that 16, 17, 18 around it could have happened. Basically the same case of, let's say, Goa and let's say called Manipur. Similar case, let's say like Karnataka type case, was also experienced in Goa and Manipur. What was that here? So let's say that the scenario, let's say you'll find this. In this, the scenario was that the Congress was largest party. Congress was single largest party, and others, which also included, let's say, BJP supported, or BJP, since there are different parties, right, supported. So they, let's say that as a coalition or alliance enjoyed majority. They enjoy majority. Now, in this case, what governors did? In this case, governor invited this. Governor invite alliance to form government. This. So then how we will know that it is somehow misuse of power, or somehow, let's say, governor is not acting as per the standards? How we will come to know this? Yes, यहाँ पे तो governor is doing right thing, right? Because governor is inviting alliance. देखो, governor or president should invite any such party that enjoys majority in case no party has clear majority. आपको ये पता होना चाहिए कि you know also that कि there are basically 3 ideological parties: Congress, left, and BJP. So suppose कि there are basically 3 parties, so you know about their behavior, right? So if you invite single largest party, it may not be in a position to get support of the other 2. This, but if any such alliance which is being formed, and it is by alliance formation there is majority, so you should invite the alliance first. This, but this has not been done. Like here, governor is not inviting at all, because governor is not inviting. यहाँ पे भी single largest follow करना था सब, but single largest party is not invited, because inviting single largest party would result into less political benefit to certain, which governor wants to give benefit. Yes, especially RJD and Congress, they would not benefit, because that is the Congress regime. UPA time, the governor would like to give favor to the Congress regime or RJD. But if governor invites in Nitish Kumar party or Ram Vilas Paswan, generally they are, let's say, anti to that RJD and others. The governor did not invite, but here governor invites the largest party. Now here governor invites the coalition, and that is how governments were formed, because coalition had the majority to form the government. This. So this is what we find that whenever there is a political vacuum, ये तो एक तरह का सिनेरियो है, ये डिफेक्शन वाला सिनेरियो नहीं है अभी. It is a scenario of when elections happen or there is a government, and that government, let's say there is a fall of the government, then, right? Defection wala matter we will talk you later. Yes, when we'll take elections topic. So there you'll find that governors have misused somehow their discretionary powers. At least here it is established. Here it is established because it is declared unconstitutional. And here court gives 72 hours. At least you have given too much time to a party. That way. And you remember Uttarakhand case where we told that Harish Rawat government was dismissed, and then the High Court asked the dismissed government to prove its majority, and the government proved its majority. It shows that we don't have to go to, we don't have to see which regime you have, which government you have at center. Rather, you see the behavior of governor. We see the behavior of governor, whether governor is biased or governor is neutral. Yes, we have nothing to do with which government is at center. Irrespective of government at center, governors have tried to generally give favor to the party at center. That is the ruling government. But, and this is how it is said that governors have behaved more as agent of center rather than representative of center. The difference between agent and representative, although both are interchangeable, the agent has a negative connotation, representative has a positive connotation. Right? Then safeguards have been recommended. This is to know that there are safeguards recommended.